Hello. Today I'll be doing a video on the 40-year-old version. A playwright who hasn't had a hit in 10 years suddenly finds passion in rapping. She also struggles with wanting to pay her rent but not wanting to sell out. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I wanted to watch just out of curiosity. I had low expectations because the trailer seemed a bit wacky. It reminded me of 8 Mile, but with an older black woman. It ended up being so much funnier than I thought it would be. I really appreciate this type of humor, especially with black actors. I'm not into super raunchy or slapstick, but this had the perfect amount of adult humor and dry humor without going over the top, and that's something that I don't really see a lot with black actors. Usually it's more Kevin Hart humor, very over the top and very loud. I immediately fell in love with the lead character Rada. I saw so much of myself in her, and I loved how she didn't feel comfortable and was outspoken about the poor representation of black artistry within the industry. How you have to write about black ghetto pain and struggle and dusty behavior in order to get support for your project from the right people. But God forbid you write about real black issues like gentrification without putting a white savior. I also liked the subtle diss towards the disrespectful stage production, slave play. As an aspiring professional actress myself, I often wonder if I will make it because I do think I am too pro-black and I don't stay within the lines, and I do call out a lot of the foolishness that I see in black movies or TV shows. It gets so bad that I'd much rather just see an all-white cast. The film does deal with a black woman who works at a school to earn money while trying to get her play in production and get funding for it. She deals with her play being told it needs rewrites in order to reach a larger audience. She hates the rewrites. And also the black cast members have a problem with it as well. But beggars can't be choosers. She also discovers her love for writing lyrics and rapping and finds more passion in that because it allows her to express herself. Halfway through the movie, there is one scene where the lead character performs on stage for the first time, and she ends up messing up because of the lack of confidence. Her students and her manager were there to support her. It felt like I was watching myself because I choked in front of people numerous times while performing, despite people believing in me, just like in the movie. And it was so devastating to watch, and I ended up laughing the entire scene. I didn't know whether to cry or laugh, and I just couldn't stop laughing. Oh my god. And that's what kept happening. There would be one scene where I would just be cracking up so much because it was so tragic that when the next scene started, I would have to keep rewinding the movie because I would miss new dialogue. I especially loved the scenes with the homeless man that's always outside Rada's apartment building. He was so funny and vulgar. Oh my god. He was hilarious. I also liked when the lead character was annoyed by the disabled people getting on the bus because they were making her late, because I felt that same way. I just really enjoy non-PC humor like that. I did like that the film's core message is to be true to who you are and to not sell yourself short just to be able to get your material through the door and have racist white people fund it. But I did have one small problem. They made it their mission to put all the microaggressions on the Anglo white people, which was something I didn't like, not because I'm defending white people, but because they tried to have a people of color solidarity. All the people of color going up against the racist old white people who are out of touch, when in real life it does not work that way. Truth be told, black people are on their own, and the so-called browns identify as white. Asians also align themselves with Anglo whites and have more in common with them. So I did think it was ironic that a movie about not selling out to racist whites at the end of the day had to sell out in order to get on Netflix. Because in today's woke culture, you're allowed to be black, but not too black, meaning you have to have minority groups come in and water it down as to not offend. Because being only about blackness is offensive. It makes people uncomfortable. It even makes other black people uncomfortable because they're afraid of the reaction from the non-blacks. And they'll grab their capes and start bucking their eyes. Despite my issue with that, I did love the movie and I liked the lead character, Rada. The movie did inspire me and makes me want to network with other black artists and to just work on projects together. And I do recommend this, and I give it a 7 out of 10.